levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Newton on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Buying time to his left.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
1st down, Brissett. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Brissett on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Brissett to throw on first. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And a solid run down inside the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. K'Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
A first down throw for Brissett. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Taken from just outside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 41, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to let this go for the end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's a game of 2. Brings up let's go. You tighten up. 49. Check.
Third and short yardage. Brissett flushed out right. Just keeping the play alive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there.
To throw is Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Brissett. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll go again here with Mack. And an alley to run. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground. Austin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tavon Austin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the backfield, it's Austin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And some room to run now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 24-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To try again after the sack. Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
At the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 93 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, it's Austin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Austin. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. They were holding, or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Carolina, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.